Welcome everyone to Just Wing It with Blake and Jamie. How is everyone doing? Just waiting on people to come in. And Blake, hi Ken, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Hi Paprika, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. So what did you guys eat tonight? Downstairs they had tacos and potato salad and um all the basic veggies stuff. So I had a pretty good dinner. My Wednesday night free dinners. That's why I like the Homewood Suites. So if I'm able, I try to find a Homewood Suites because they have the free Wednesday night dinners, where some of the other chains um, don't have it. Have it like the basic Hampton and some of the other hotels, they don't have it. Yeah, beef, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. Well, that sounds good, minus the sweet potatoes. I don't like sweet potatoes. I don't like potatoes, period. But you better be making me something good this weekend, honey. I always enjoy going home and getting Ken's yummy cookie. Blake just texted he's gonna be up shortly. So you're stuck with me for a few minutes. And with the Marriott, I've never had this stayed in a um I think it's a Residence Inn. They have free dinners on some nights or something, I think. But none of the other Marriotts, because I normally stay, like, if I have to stay in a Marriott, it's at like a town place, or I've stayed in a Fairfield, um, a Courtyard and stuff. Those, none of them have the free dinners. And I never stay in a Courtyard or for Marriott or Hilton Garden Inn because they don't have free breakfast. So I'm like, I have to have free breakfast when I live in a hotel because I'm I'm trying to keep costs down. And NBC Suites, they'll do like the free breakfast, which is pretty good. Hi, Blake. How are
Hey
you?
everybody, how's it going? It's going good. Going
Good,
good. How are you?
good, good. So, what did you eat tonight?
Haven't eaten yet.
Oh,
Have
well,
not eaten yet, but we're gonna have a hamburger helper.
oh, yum. That sounds
That's
yummy.
the name of it. Check out the blanket that Natalie got me. I love this thing.
What's it? What does it say? Why or say that? Say what
Say what
again?
again?
Oh, Samuel Jackson. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect for tonight.
I know, right? Shout out to Sammy. Okay, so I'm a little peeved, honestly, about this movie.
Oh,
Number one, this is a sequel.
it's
We
not a
didn't even.
sequel.
Yes, it is. There's the Hitman's Bodyguard. There's the Hitman's Bodyguard, and then there's the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
This is a sequel?
Yes. So I
Oh,
was like, that's why a lot of it didn't make sense to me at first. I was like, why is this and this happening? Like, or yada yada. But turns out, yeah,
oh.
this is a second one.
But even Ken's like, really?
Yeah. There's the Hitman's Bodyguard, and then there's the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Oh, well, we messed up on that one.
We sure did. We messed up
But
big time on that one.
but wasn't it hilarious though?
I wouldn't go so far to call it hilarious. I felt like it was more cheesy than it was hilarious. It was like, to me, if I'm gonna describe this movie, I'm gonna describe it as a cookie cutter movie. It's like, you knew exactly what you're getting with Ryan Reynolds. It's gonna be something funny and raunchy at the same time, and there's gonna be some really pretty lady in it too.
And then you got Samuel Jackson though.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of his character in this movie though, honestly.
Really?
It just everybody tries to copy Quentin Tarantino and make their own version of uh what's his name in the movie? Uh gosh, I can't remember what his name is. What they call Jules. They try to make their own version of Jules in their own movie, and Quentin did it first. Quentin gave this man his legacy. I mean, everything that he's about and who he is, everyone else tries to copy what he did and use him the way that they were in his movie, and it just didn't work out. I don't know. I think it was a good movie. I'll give it a 2.5 for like the comedy was pretty good. It was a little predictable. I don't know. The funniest part, or I guess my favorite scene, was like when she's trying to comfort him and like make him feel better. And she's like, like my boobs, you love my boobs. Every time you save me, you grab me by the chest and you push me out the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Salma Hayek, I love your boobs too, babe.
Ken says it was a fun watch, no real meaning, just every 3 minutes of fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it was I thought it was hilarious, like with a lot of the stuff that I can't even think right now. My brain is shot from work, but
it's
um
it's not a movie that's going for trying to make you like, how do I explain this? It's not a movie that's trying to make you be. I mean, it's 100% entertainment. It's not. They're not trying to show a lesson or get a point across. It's solely just trying to entertain the audience.
yeah.
So I can appreciate that. And
I
whenever you know what kind of movie you're dealing with, you can kind of approach it with that feel.
yeah. Hi Dee Dee, thanks for coming in. No, I like the part where he kept saying, I'm on sabbatical or whatever, and then and then at the end, they're like, I thought you're not touching guns. He's like, sabbatical's over.
Spectacles over. Yeah. I where do you rank this on let's go through the actors. Let's do this. Where do you rank this on the list of Ryan Reynolds movies? Like, is this upper top tier for you? Is this mid tier?
Yeah, because I really didn't like Deadpool. Um,
Aw,
and I didn't really like the Green Lantern, but I love Ryan Reynolds. Um, I liked him in this movie. I liked him in The Safe House. I think that's what it was. The Safe House. I think that's what it
I
was.
liked him with Sandra Bullock in The Proposal. Do you remember
Yeah,
that movie?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that movie too. And
Yeah.
so I
Wait,
love
we
a lot of it.
reviewed The Proposal, didn't we?
I
Didn't
think
we
we
review?
did. I
Yeah.
think we did. Yeah.
I'm
And
pretty sure we did.
Ken says it was straight up comedy on an adult level. Yes, it was. Especially, yeah, Ken says it's a standard Reynolds movie. Yeah. Especially like some of the like sexual innuendos and that kind of stuff, like the jokes, like when they're talking about, a male thing, and then when she's talking about her tight
Yeah.
genitals and that kind of stuff. It's funny, and it is that like raunchy comedy talking about.
It's certainly it hits the exact tone. I mean, I feel like since Ryan Reynolds has done Deadpool, it catapulted him into a totally different level of stardom. So I would have to disagree with you when you say that Deadpool wasn't a good, or like you didn't like Deadpool, because like that was a really good Marvel movie. Not only was it about like super cool action, this anti-hero, it's a one of a kind type of Marvel movie, but it was a love story also. It hit all the tones. So I would have to say that that Deadpool is like the peak of all Ryan Reynolds, and this to me is him just playing off of that and going like just continuing the wheel on the same person. And I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm tired of Ryan Reynolds or anything like that. It's just he's predictable. His movies are predictable, and you
Yeah,
know what you're getting.
but I
You
love Ryan Reynolds.
Whereas like an actor like Johnny Depp, who you never know what to expect whenever it hits him on the screen.
um but the scene where they give him the phone, and they're like, here's a Nokia or whatever, and he's like, what is this? I've never even used a Nokia. But isn't like, I wanted to say, what was it? Because remember, he has a commercial that he owns a phone company. Was it Nokia, or is it something else I'm thinking of? Because I'm like, that's kind of ironic that he's saying that, but yet he.
I
But
I
I can't.
don't
Maybe I'm
know.
wrong. I'm probably wrong,
I'm not sure. I can't say. I don't know.
and
I
I
don't
I
think
just thought
so.
that was funny. I could be wrong. Maybe I just was thinking. I don't know, because he has some phone company. I forget which one it is.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
But I remember I remember him saying Nokia, but I
He's like, "What is this? I've never even used this or used one or whatever." And yeah, I knew he owned a phone company. I just don't know which one. But the worst part of the movie is that Morgan Freeman comes in, which I was shocked. I couldn't remember. I forgot he was in it, but he's the bad guy. I don't
yeah.
like Morgan Freeman. Can't be a bad guy in a movie.
Uh,
'Cause he always plays the old wise man and, like, the good man, like.
well, just because he's wise doesn't mean he's. I was just about to say, but you just finished it for me. But yeah, he usually does play a more protagonist than antagonist, and
Mhm.
uh, but this just he's flexing his acting chops. He shows you what he. I mean, this movie now is 5 years old. Keep that in mind. It just
Yeah.
I don't. Morgan Freeman at that point, he's just checking boxes. I don't.
Well,
He has
he's
no reason
old.
to do it for any other reason than the love of the game.
Hi, Matthew. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Oh, you think it's Mint Mobile? Okay. Yeah, you're probably
Mm,
right, Ken. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I think
Um,
that's
uh,
right.
but
Or T-Mobile.
I don't know. It's something. I completely forget what it was.
Was it last week we did with honors?
Yes.
Was it,
Or
or
no.
was it
Yes.
Scarface?
No, it was Scarface.
Scarface.
Without Honors was before that.
Right. Right. Uh, Let me see.
But I thought it was a great movie. I love Ryan Reynolds. I love Samuel L. Jackson. I do love Morgan Freeman. I just don't like him as a bad character.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. The first one of this came out in 2017. Was the first movie, and then the second one was the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I blame Ken. He's the one who referred
He
it.
voted for it. So now we got to go watch the first one, so it'll all make sense.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it didn't make a whole lot of sense. But good Lord, Salma, I could watch that woman all day.
Don't let,
What's your favorite movie with her?
I don't know all the movies she's in.
Oh goodness. She was in Desperado. She was the mom on Grown Ups.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She was the belly dancer in From Dusk Till Dawn. Remember that she
Yeah.
turns into the vampire? Uh, Goodness. I mean, she's got a star-studded list of movies that she's been in.
Oh, T-Mobile owns Mobile. Ryan owns the Mint portion. Got it.
Huh.
Thanks for that clarification, Ken.
She's from Mexico. Born September 2nd, 1966. She does not look that old. They're they're putting something in the coffee, I swear.
Well, celebrities got money. I mean, look at Jennifer Aniston. She's in her 50s and she looks like she's 20. Well, maybe
I
not that
I
much, but
love that woman.
yeah, she's very pretty. And
She played Frida in the movie about that artist. She makes those paintings, Frida Kahlo or something like that. Wild Wild West. She was in that with Will Smith. Remember? Yeah. Let's see. Dogma,
oh, she was
Magic
in
Mike.
Dogma. Oh,
Uh, there's a lot of stuff. She did a lot of stuff. I didn't realize her career was this long. She's been acting since she was 12 years old.
wow. I didn't know that. Oh
She
my
was
God.
the what was it? The tortilla chip or the not the yeah, it was the tortilla chip in Sausage Party. Did you ever see that?
Yes, I did not like that movie. That
I
was
thought it
so
was dumb.
dumb.
I thought it was dumb too, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that's something that she was in.
Yeah, that was the dumbest movie ever. And it had who is it? The guy. Um is that Seth Rogen,
Seth
I'm thinking?
Rogen,
Yeah, yeah,
Seth
yeah, yeah.
Rogen, yeah, he was
Yeah.
in it.
That was one of the dumbest movies. I swear that's um was made for someone who's on hallucinogens.
That's a fair assumption. Can you get out of here? Can you get out of the room, please? Go. Thank you very much.
They just missed her dad.
No, no, no. Get out.
So did she
Okay.
get you that blanket just for this movie?
Well, no, she saw it and she knows I love Pulp Fiction, so she's like, "Look what I got you." I was like, "Yay!" Yeah. Well, anyway, this lady's had a really good career. I'll put this one up there for the top tier for Salma, one of her better movies, but I think her best movie's got to be probably Desperado. Desperado was a good movie. We really should review that.
I haven't seen that one.
You never seen Desperado? Oh goodness, that's a great movie. Okay, now to the legend Samuel L. Where do we put this in his list of movies?
I don't know because I liked the movie, but I think he's done better. So
Okay,
maybe
this
top.
or would you put this above like Snakes on a Plane?
I've never seen that one.
Oh, oh my goodness. Have you seen Old Boy?
No,
Uh,
he does play an awesome crazy lady.
are you putting this over Pulp Fiction?
Yes, I really don't like Pulp Fiction. Sorry, Blake.
Phooey. Mm-mm. I don't even know what to talk about anymore.
I think the reason I don't like Pulp Fiction is because it's confusing.
It's not confusing if you pay attention.
I did try to pay attention, and it's still confusing to me.
We still haven't reviewed it yet, have we?
No.
That's okay. We're gonna save it for like my birthday or something.
Okay. Wait, didn't you just have your birthday?
Yep. So that means we get to wait longer.
Ken says he was solid. He is always unhinged and direct. Yes, he is. Um, I would say I really liked him in this movie, but it's not his best movie.
Not by far. You know, The Hateful Eight was a great movie that he played in. I really
Yeah,
liked The Hateful Eight.
I saw that one.
He was only a supporting role in Django, but he did really good in that as well. These are all. I'm just a Quentin nerd. I'm just a Quentin nerd. There's
Oh,
nothing. And I
Glass
loved
was
him.
his
And I
best.
loved him in oh hell, what's it called? Jackie Brown. I loved that movie.
Ken said Glass was best, Mr. Glass. I think I can't remember what that one's about, but I know I saw that with you. It rings a bell. I just can't remember what it is about. But I remember watching that with you.
Man, he's got some really good movies. Die Hard with a Vengeance. That
Mhm.
was a cool movie. He
And of
has
course,
over 180 acting credits.
wow. And I bet they're all like bad. Like he's a badass type guy.
Yeah,
I
most
don't
of
think
them.
I don't think he's ever played anything that doesn't say MFR.
I would agree with that. I don't. I mean, let's just go down the list of a couple things that we already know are really big. Um, have you watched the Tulsa King show yet with what's that guy's name? Oh, uh, his name his name is oh not Billy Bob Thornton. Oh gosh, it's gonna kill me now that I can't think
Stallone?
of it. Yes, Sylvester Stallone. Thank you. All
Ken
right,
says,
if you'll excuse me, I gotta go kill some dogs real quick.
yeah, Ken says, if Fred's a man that breaks bones easily and bitter, the villain, yes.
Get out of my house. Go. All that barking for no reason. Oh, mercy. Okay, sorry about that. So there was a really cool TV show that he did with Kevin Hart, and it's about a heist that they did for a fight one night against Holyfield and Muhammad Ali, I want to say. But that was a really cool series. It was a short series, it wasn't long. Oh goodness. I need a new iPad, guys. And you'll have to forgive me. I'm just so tired today. It was a
Yeah.
long day at work.
It, Wednesdays are long for me too, and especially this Wednesday because um I had a 7:30 meeting, so I had to be to work by 7. So I was like extra tired today, and I didn't sleep
Mm.
last night at all, so I got no sleep. And then like I think next Wednesday I have the board meeting, so like Wednesdays are just long for me.
Yeah, Wednesday I do a bunch of we mowed 13 yards today.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. You're telling me.
My days are long, but at least I'm inside and I'm for the most part sitting at a desk. So I'm not doing any physical labor. I'm just doing a lot of mental labor.
Yeah, I couldn't do that part. That's the part of the game that you've got me lost.
And all the
You lost me when you wanted me to do paperwork.
well, and I don't know how many times a day people come into my office saying, "What do I need to do about this situation or that situation or whatever?" Especially when you have unique patient situations, all the time, and they're like, "Well, what do we do with this or what do we do with that?" And I have to try to make the decisions. It's it's mentally exhausting.
The Hitmans, everything just crashed on me. I had to restart the whole thing.
Oh no.
Jeez. Okay, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, 2021, rated R, hour and 40 minutes. Not long, not too long, not too short. Just a perfect runtime. Directed by Patrick Hughes, written by Tom O'Connor, Philip Murphy, and Brandon Murphy. Blank screen again. I'm tired of getting the blank screen. Okay. Users
Well,
give it a 6.1 out of 10. So just over 2, about 2 and a quarter.
I give it. I would give it a higher than that. I give it a 3.5 because or 3 because I thought it was funny,
Yeah, 3.5 is reaching. That's pretty high.
but I thought it was funny.
Let's see. All right, storyline. The world's most lethal odd couple, bodyguard Michael Bryce and hitman Darius Kincaid, are back on another life-threatening mission. Still unlicensed and under scrutiny, Bryce is forced into action by Darius's even more volatile wife, the infamous international con artist Sonia Kincaid. As Bryce is driven over the edge by his two most dangerous protectees, the trio get in over their heads in a global plot and soon find that they are all that stand between Europe and a vengeful and powerful madman. Joining in the fun and deadly mayhem is Morgan Freeman as well. Well, you'll have to see. That's all it says.
Well, and another great part is when he's using the pepper spray, and then Samuel Jackson shoots the guy, and he's like, "Really, pepper spray?" And he's like, well, I'm on sabbatical."
This is funny. Okay, let's go into the facts of the movie. Um, Ryan Reynolds has said being slapped around and has said of, I'm sorry, let me repeat that. Ryan Reynolds has said of being slapped around in this movie, and I quote, in Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, I'm slapped in the face twice by Salma Hayek and once by Samuel L. For the record, it was Salma who didn't pull the punches, not even once. I can still feel the sharp sting of her tiny hands working its way into my soft Hollywood cheekbones. May God have mercy on her soul. He's
Uh,
so funny, man. Goodness.
Small but mighty. That's what people tell me too. I might be small but mighty.
Oh, this is cool. The Johnny James and Vince Smith, the actors who respectively portray Johan and Gary, the characters that act as short-lived decoys for Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson's characters, are actually their real life stunt doubles.
Hmm. Interesting.
That's cool. The mugshot of Michael Bryce in an ugly Christmas sweater was actually from Ryan Reynolds' real-life Instagram in 2018. Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal pranked Reynolds to an ugly Christmas sweater party that wasn't really an ugly Christmas sweater party. The
That is
photo is
hilarious.
the photo is a cropped version without Jackman and Gyllenhaal and has since become a popular meme template.
That's hilarious.
This is funny. Salma Hayek refused to do the shot where all three main characters are drugged and fall on each other. When she found out that Ryan Reynolds' face would end up on her butt and her face would be up against Samuel L. Jackson's crotch, they had to use a body double for her.
She's like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's funny. She's like, I got my standards.
There's a few more in here, but I won't go into all of them. Most of them are just telling you long stories about the past of one of these guys. Still loading. Always on the load screen.
Well, while he's doing that, any suggestions for next week, chat?
There's a war movie that I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time now. And it's a much more serious movie, but I think that it captures the feeling of what war probably feels like as best you probably can describe it. Uh, I really like this movie. It's called 1917. Have you ever seen it? No. I'll throw that out there for a recommendation.
Okay,
Uh, that
1917 chat.
yeah, 1917. It was this movie was nominated for an Oscar, by the way.
1917 or this movie?
This movie.
Oh, okay.
Wow, what a bomb. What a bombshell. Holy cow. Guys, okay, the budget for this movie was about $70 million. Dollars. Opening weekend, US and Canada, it only made $11 million. Dollars. Gross, US and Canada, $38 million. Dollars. And gross worldwide, $70 million. This movie made $94,000 and $94,113 is all this movie grossed.
Wow.
Yeah, let's spend 70 million to make 94K. Golly, that would grind my
And
gears.
that was a funny movie. And it had good actors, Ryan Reynolds, Selma,
Yeah,
Samuel Jackson, and Morgan Freeman.
you would think that this movie would have a huge star-studded cast. I mean, it would have a huge turnout, but for some reason, new movies they don't make a big bombing. I mean, a big showing that people mostly just wait for it to come out on
Well,
DVD and stuff
you got to remember
or streaming.
it came out in 21, which was like right when COVID was like in the
That
like
is
right
also
there,
true. That
and
is also true.
nobody was going to the theaters in 21.
That is true. I do remember that.
So
You are right.
I mean, I think 21 was like where the peak of it was, because
Yeah.
20 we were just figuring it out, and I'm afraid, but like the peak was 20, I think 21. So nobody was going to, they still weren't going to the theaters or anything like that. So
Right.
um like all movies were not going to be making much money. Like I bet hardly any movies between 2020 and 2022 didn't make as much of a profit because of that.
Yeah. I could second that. Just blame the pandemic for most of that. It makes sense. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was just kind of meh.
So the fact that they still made 94,000 when everyone was afraid to go out is, I guess, still pretty good.
True.
But it was
I
probably
guess.
mostly DVD sales and that kind of stuff that they probably got.
Mostly from not DVD, but like streaming, yeah,
Yeah,
like on the stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, you're right. So we got through that one a little faster than normal. We
yeah.
have a shorter pod than normal.
Like, Ken said he's okay with 1917, so that's what we'll have to do for next week.
I
Is do
love it. It's
1917.
got that young man. He was in. He's been in a couple of really good movies. I can't remember his name though. He's a British actor. I can't remember. Yeah, that's what we need to watch. 1917. I'm cool with it. I love it.
We will do that. Um, and then next week I was thinking, because it still should be fine. I I think next at Wednesday, I always have my board meetings, but I normally get out um on time, and I usually get out at like 6:30, so everything should be fine.
I'm always like clenching my teeth on Wednesday, making just begging that I get off work in time to make it for the pod. I just in the summertime I get so busy, and every day it seems like I'm not getting off till about 6 o'clock or anything, and there's nothing I can do. But it's like, oh gosh, I just
Well,
want to.
it's not like you're getting paid for this. If we need to cancel.
No, I'm saying like I don't want to be at work. I'm like
Oh,
I would rather be doing the pod, I don't want to cancel. I really don't,
yeah.
because it's like my hump day, uh like I'm just
Therapy.
yeah, something to look forward to through halfway through the week. So it's like, everybody working for the weekend. Well, I'm working for the Wednesday.
Yeah. And I'm going home this weekend to see Ken, and then next weekend I gotta see if they'll let me do like back to back weekends, because I didn't realize when I scheduled this weekend that um, Kenny's fiance is graduating from the police academy next weekend, and I want to be there to support my soon to be daughter-in-law.
Daughter-in-law.
And but I didn't realize that when
So
I
she's gonna be a cop too, huh?
mhm.
Good Lord have mercy. I ain't hanging out with none of y'all snitches.
so so I'm gonna ask my boss if I can do back to back weekends, and then I'll just wait 3 weeks to go home versus the two, and
Yeah.
and see what she says. But the only bad thing is that Friday we're bringing the a candidate on site for one of my open vacancies, and and this person would report to me, so I really should interview the person. But my boss will be there, and she's already interviewed them, and I'm just temporary anyway there, so she may be okay with me not interviewing the person as long as my team interviews them and they like them, because they're going to have to work with them. I'm only temporary. I'm who knows how long, like I could be only here a couple more months, like maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe even. So um, I guess it doesn't really matter if I like them. But of course, they like my opinion because I I know these roles, and
Well, you know, people tend to appreciate the person who's done the job the longest. I
hmm
mean, yeah, and I mean, they may not show it, but honestly, like you're needed in your position. You know, it's a pain to try and bring in a new person, and like they would rather. I know a lot of people they would rather like just to accommodate the people that work for them than to fight and argue about it or get upset and train someone else because like at least that's how I look at it. I don't like training new people. It's literally the longest process of doing something with the company. And it's hard for me because I'm not a good teacher. I don't like to teach anyway.
well, and regardless, whoever we bring in, I have to train this person,
Yeah.
and so it's gonna, and I'm already drowning, and so I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm gonna have to figure out a plan to do the work, but also train this person.
I don't know. It seems like someone needs a break. That's what it sounds like.
Well, I can't take breaks because if I take a break, I don't get paid. Just like you, if you take a break, you don't get paid.
Yeah, that's why I'm always worried. Like if I get hurt or something, or I get sick, I could do. And then rain too. Rain really pisses me off. Something awful.
Yeah. See, I don't have to worry about rain. I just have to worry about if I get sick or if I have, you know, um,
Mm-mm.
if there's a job availability and so, because there's been times where I've had a gap where I'm like, oh crap, I got to find a job. I got to find my next assignment. So,
And they're telling you like they're oh we uh I thought you were gonna come and mow yesterday. It was raining. I'm just like,
so,
you
and
really want me? All right, next time I'm gonna come when it's raining and I'm gonna drive ruts through your grass.
yeah, that's crazy. But people are unrealistic nowadays.
So unrealistic, it's ridiculous. It's almost laughable what people expect out of this life that they are totally not even close to being like anywhere near the value that they put it on.
Well, even at the hospital nowadays, and I get like people are at the worst when they're in the hospital, but like there's so many times that they have unrealistic expectations. And yes, trust me, nurses and doctors can be pretty rude. And I take it from someone who gets the complaints from the patients all day long.
Hmm.
But and it's like sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, really? They did not say that? I hear these in the last 15, 16 years I've been in quality. The things I've heard that the patients say that like a nurse or a doctor have said to them, I'm like,
Am I
I
really having to sit here and deal with this right now?
I'm
Or like,
like
are you serious?
I'm like, are you kidding me? And but be, you know I have to say, the nurses and doctors can do a lot better at communicating and being nicer to patients, but the
Yeah.
unrealistic expectations patients have, yes, that does kind of have burn out the nurses and doctors, but that's still no excuse. They still need to respect the patients.
Yeah.
And but I can see the burnout because there's times like I would try to be as nice as possible to the patient no matter what, but there were times I'd have to go to the break room and just like scream because I'm like, are you kidding me? This is unrealistic, you know. And
Believe me, I get complaints too. I understand. Maybe I don't get them formally like you, where you're just like, oh my gosh, I have to stand there and actually eat the crap that they're feeding me in that moment.
mhm.
And
Yeah,
it's
no,
just,
and it's so draining when like that's part of my job is to get all the complaints
yeah,
from patients, and all you hear is negativity all day long. And then part of my job too is to get like all the issues, like any issue in the hospital, all the complaints. So anything bad that happens, it comes to me. So
yeah,
all I hear is negativity all day. And so sometimes it's like it's hard to try to stay positive when all you hear is the negativity. And I try to when especially when I have to talk to the leaders and say, "Hey, this wasn't done or this wasn't done," and it's like I don't want to always be like having to tell them what's wrong. So I always
hmm
try to add like what they're doing right. Like if there's a day where I don't have anything to say, I try to say, "Oh," I try to spin it to a positive. So then they're not always hearing, "Hey, all Jamie does is tell us what we're doing wrong." I try to
yeah.
say, tell them what they're doing right too.
Positive reinforcement, just telling somebody that they did a good job at the end of
Hmm.
the day, it matters. It really
Yeah.
does. Like, just hearing someone tell you that you did a good job, it makes you feel like, I don't know, it's just a confidence boost.
Mhm. Absolutely. And a thank you goes a long way. I try to remind
Yeah,
myself that every day and tell my staff thank you every day. Like every
yeah,
time they're doing something, I try to tell them thank you. Because even though it's their job, a thank you does go a long way, and it's free. So I try to, I do try to say thank you to people. Anytime I'm asking them to do something.
manners matter. Manners
Yeah.
do matter. Even if, and I feel like it matters the most, especially with people that you don't click the same and you
Mhm.
don't get along very well. If you just mind your manners and you be nice, you'll find out exactly who the party at guilt is. And whether it was you or not, you'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
That's the way. I mean, I always try to maintain a positive look, especially with people that are disgruntled.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um.
So,
But it is what it is.
well, what can you do?
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna be reviewing 1917 next week, and
That's right.
um and oh, before we do anything, the riddle for today is um when does the moon stop eating?
When it's while it's waxing its gibbous.
Nope. I don't know what that means.
Well, you don't know the phases of the moon?
No, I
There's
don't remember.
waning gibbous, waxing gibbous,
Oh,
waning crescent, waxing crescent, full moon, new moon, half
oh,
moon,
oh. Well, no, it's not waxing or whatever you just said.
waxing its gibbous.
Nope, that's not the answer.
When it's full.
Yes, very
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it stops eating when it's full. No shit. So does everyone else.
Oh my goodness. All right. Any last words, Blake?
Hey, I appreciate you guys coming in. We're ending a little earlier, but we got through the pod pretty fast. I want to thank y'all for coming in again. Means a lot. I look forward to seeing y'all next week for a really good war movie. Tune in next week for 1917.
Yes, and thank you everyone for staying interactive. It helps us out. And remember, you're all beautiful inside and out. Don't let anyone make you think differently. And the quote from tonight comes from Aristotle: "Quality is not an act; it's a habit." Great
Hey,
quote.
yeah, I
And
like that.
everyone have a great night. See you next
We'll
week.
see you later. Bye.
Bye.